Hey everybody, hi, how's it going? Welcome, I'm back from work. The start of a fucking new weekend, I guess. Oh god, who knows? Anyway, welcome to ARTV, how's it going? I'm Arty. Well, I used to be British, but no I'm not. And now it's just this fucking thing, you know? So, new game for a new year. Already kinda did Dragon Quest, and I probably blew past that a little bit too quickly. But maybe like a week ago at this point, I had the urge to dick around with Splinter Chaos Theory because I've never played it. And I didn't really know what to expect. I know it's kind of a stealthy game because I've seen bits of it here and there. I think what really made me want to do it was I saw the Lighthouse track that you were just listening to about like 5 minutes ago. That was made by Amon Tobin, and if you know me, I love me some Amon Tobin. He made the soundtrack for Infamous 1, which I thought was like one of the fucking sickest pieces of fucking music in the universe when I was a kid. And I still do, kinda. Infamous 1 fucking rules. Fucking love that game. Infamous 2, infinitely better, but Infamous 1 has like a special place in my mind that's carved out just for it. Anyway, I have no doubt that these tracks will completely eat through anything that is even vaguely similar to copyright. Because, you know, Amon Tobin needs money. But like, fucking listen to those tracks, man. Go find them somewhere, or I'll play them eventually. They're just too damn fucking good. And I can't get enough of them. I've kind of played the first level a little bit just to familiarize myself with how things work and, you know, how things should go. I'll share my impressions as if it were my first time around. I already have some notes, if you will. And I think it's gonna be fairly interesting, you know? I'm not gonna give too much of a fuss about it because I feel like I'm starting roughly an hour and 30 minutes after I wanted to do this today. But I've been a little bit tired. So I took that time. I watched the new Folding Ideas thing, which is a Dan Olsen production about man-tracks. It's called Man-Tracks, the true story of fake fossils, with the clickbait title of Footprints in Stone 3, The Reckoning. I always love his little fucking... They're borderline documentaries, honestly, so I'm just gonna call them documentaries. It's an hour and 25 minutes of one of my favorite internet people talking about how there was an entire industry around people making fake dinosaur and human footprints in limestone in some rural part of Texas. It's quite interesting. Successfully just ate through an hour, so I'm really, really happy about it. Oh sure, I'm gonna split the cell. I am already downloading the Human Genome Project. It's fucking happening. Do I sound like I've been fucking scram horse for a week? Because I read this 3-hour long kind of piece over work the other day, and I feel like I'm just several octaves lower. Maybe just a little bit. Oh. Now, why did I open that? That's disgusting. Why would I ever have a fucking TikTok link open on my machine ever? I also watched the Nosferatu movie. I already wrote a review about it. It's pretty fucking damn good. Bill Skarsgård has like a really fucking good kind of vocal performance in it. He goes a little bit like this and talks like Dracula but with a very deep voice. You will obey this, my recommendation. Heed this, mine counsel. And he does the most Moldovan fucking voice that you have ever heard. It is somewhat funny, but also quite good. I'm actually surprised that I could, like... You know what? For being Scram Horse for a fucking week? Yeah, sure, I can do weird Moldovan vampire. Hire me. It is a bad omen to travel in poor health. It's like one of the... he's just giving people life advice. He's so caring. He's so full of goodwill, and he just wants to spread joy. Oh, Nobunaga-san, why have you give? I bought tea for the fucking editorial room because all they had was like Earl Grey and varieties of black tea, because those people do not consume any liquids unless they have like at least 90 milligrams of caffeine in them. And I just brought a single fucking like box of mint and ginger tea, and I got some nice biscuits to go along with it. And now people look at me weird on the corridors because like, what the fuck? This guy doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he hasn't tried to fuck any of the fucking women in the bathroom, he doesn't even do drugs. What the fuck is this cunt? He also submitted a fucking dossier about Russian esports into the fucking system and said, hey, can someone please read this? What the fuck is he on about? Does he want us to fucking work or something? Fuck this cat. Fuck him. Alright, let's see if I can make the video game work on screen right now. That's right. That was a little bit too dramatic. The video game on screen, you say? No. Dear God. Don't do it. Please. Please, no more. Don't do this to us. I don't even look half bad. I wouldn't kick myself out of my own bed. Alright. Video game time. It mutes in the background. Why does it do that? Also, I have my future librarian t-shirt on because this is who I am now. Oh, wasn't I zany in high school? Fuck this shit. Oh. You can tell by how small it is on me. Oh, I'm gonna play a video game for the first time this week. Oh yeah, I definitely haven't been playing Final Fantasy IV on my Nintendo DS. Embarrassing all of my girlfriends. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whew. Look at him. Look at him in his massive square fucking face. Those luscious lips. Just sits like this and looks at you, thinking, yeah, I'm gonna do the splits now. Oh yeah, and all these menus are like weird, and you have to use the analog stick to move them. You can't use the D-pad. If you put your finger under his nose holes, you'll feel intense pressure. Yeah. You can feel immense heat radiating from him. Look, can you see how deep, like, the scowl is on his forehead? Like, that's like a little bit of a Kazuma Kiryu thing, right? Of just having, what is it called, crow's feet? No, crow's feet is here. Whatever this is. But there's like one etched right above it. Yeah. You'll see, it gets worse. Also, this game had co-op? What the fuck? You could play co-op stealth and do splits with friends? Oh yeah. You could see I'm playing on the 1.05 version. That's apparently the real good one. I spent like a whole afternoon trying to set this up to be all fun and good. I will... You know, I think I can't actually access the training videos outside of this. The following tutorials were created in the default keyboard configuration.
The heads-up display includes a light meter wired into a series of photocells in my suit, providing real-time visibility data.
Also, that's Michael Ironside?
I'm a ghost shadow. When
What
it's at
the
max,
fuck?
I'm lit up like a Dutch brothel, as Lambert would say. I don't want to know how he knows that. Below the light meter is the sound meter. It indicates the amount of noise I'm making, but also tracks the local ambient noise level. Any noise I make that doesn't spike over the slider is masked by the ambient and undetectable. The SC-20K is the third echelon's prototype modular assault rifle. It can be configured with 4 different attachments.
W.
The primary module is a 5.56x45 assault rifle in a bullpup configuration with a 1.5 times reflex sight and an integral silencer.
That's the most Tom Clancy sentence you've ever heard. It's all just
Binary
like
trigger offers semi-automatic fire with a half
regular fucking
fully automatic
military words, but arranged together in one long sentence.
The foregrip attachment provides a stable firing platform and allows for better control over recoil during sustained fire. The launcher attachment uses a range of 40mm devices, including less than lethal options like the sticky shocker or ring airfoil, and specialized surveillance tools like
Ring airfoil. This shit is like one of those
the shotgun
air
attachment
cannons.
fires a 12-gauge shell loaded with triple-aught buck. It's not subtle, but its stopping power can't be beat at close range.
What was that noise?
The sniper attachment fires a 20mm anti-material APDS round. It can easily overpenetrate hardcover. Controlled
Okay, that's
range
kinda
just before
sick.
firing
Wall
offers
banging?
pinpoint accuracy.
I didn't know this game had fucking cool wall banging.
The OPSAT is my link to Third Echelon. It tracks my current objectives in real time and collects and stores important data and notes.
I see. Very journal button of you.
It also contains a 3-dimensional map of the area indicating the location of my outstanding objectives.
Ooh.
The SC prototype pistol fires 5.7x28mm rounds, and its integral silencer is superior to that of the SC-20K. The SC pistol also mounts the new OCP that can temporarily and silently disable most electrical devices, including lights.
Okay, so that's what that button does. I used to press it and think that that was just like a really dysfunctional, like, laser sight. It was actually space-age technology from the future.
Third Echelon's multi-vision goggles are the state-of-the-art and enhanced vision technology. Night vision allows good visibility in dark areas, but becomes washed out in brightly lit places. Thermal is useful for detecting warm objects in the dark, and also allows you to see through certain objects.
Meanwhile, Amon Tobin is doing fucking arm and brakes on the back.
EMF vision is useful for seeing electromagnetic fields, which is useful for identifying things that can be disrupted with the OCP.
Oh, it's just playing them in a row.
The map is not the territory.
Okay, my car inside.
To the line of fire. Take a look around.
I will. I could have my car inside.
Just soldiers, just like me.
Whispering to my ear all day.
Nice and quiet, they'll never know I'm here. The light is my real enemy.
What do you mean scroll wheel back and forward? What do you fucking mean?
Soda can. Didn't anyone ever tell those jokers not to litter? I don't feel like writing them up. Whatever they leave behind becomes a tool for me to use. I'm in a good mood. I'll let these guys go home to their wives tonight.
I could kill them, he says. Cool moves.
Respect for the enemy is a requirement for survival. But that doesn't mean you can't look down on them sometimes. Use every opportunity to come at them from an unexpected direction.
That's just the coolest. That is cool move. Look at it. Look at that shit. Look at it. He dropped his gun. Why did you use this clip? He dropped his gun, but he was still holding it.
This includes attacks from above, attacks from behind. and even attacks from below.
Cool moves. Athletic moves.
Most people my age try to stay fit by taking the stairs. But most people my age don't have to worry about guys with AK-47s. So I've had to find my own ways to keep in shape.
Look at that vault animation.
The infrastructure designed to
Whee!
support from plumbing to electrical work, from eaves and gutters to security fencing. It's invisible.
That's actually impressive, doing that off of a chain link fence. That's all fucking forearms and shit.
But when invisibility is your livelihood, you need to learn to see the things that everyone else ignores.
Like ladders. You can repel off of things. And then look at the camera mysteriously. Closer than ever.
The one shadow that no one is ever suspicious of is his own. When you're close enough to read the label on his uniform, close enough to smell his aftershave, every step he takes is a step you've given him, a step that brings you closer to your objective. Every breath he takes, every decision he makes, is one that you've allowed until it's time to go your separate ways, and the decision is yours alone.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool thing. Just like showing you different permutations of the same little maneuver. They keep dropping their guns weirdly. What is he doing with his hand? Hacking.
The history of the world is the history of cryptography. Secrets are meant to be stolen, locks meant to be opened. This is the key. To access a secure device or file structure, you need to locate an open port address. They look just like internet addresses. This little rig checks port address fragments on the right and illuminates fragments that are correct. If you're quick, you can lock them in place. On the left, the device is showing a list of possibilities. The longer you're in the system, the more of those addresses third echelon can eliminate. Unfortunately, time is not your friend here. If you time out, you'll sound an alarm. And if you abort after the critical threshold, you'll also sound an alarm. When you think you know the correct port address, simply select it on the left and you're in.
Opening ports for my Minecraft server, you mean? That's right.
I've seen more men die in doorways than anywhere else combined. Always use caution when approaching a door, and use every tool at your disposal to ensure you aren't walking into an ambush. Locked doors provide a couple of approaches. Picking a lock is all about feel. Rotate the pick until you feel the pins start to move.
This minigame
Release
is
it by
weird.
wiggling gently at its threshold.
I did it
Then
once
move to the
for
next
something.
pin. Anyone who says I'm cold and detached has never picked a lock in his life. Sometimes if you're sloppy, you might not have time to be subtle. Thankfully, a good solid blade makes short work of a lock, but it's loud and leaves trace, so use it carefully.
Ooh. There is a man.
If you're careful and observant, sometimes you'll find a golden opportunity to breach a door and eliminate any threats at the same time. Myth. The deciding factor in a contact is firepower. Reality. Trading firepower for mobility increases life expectancy in combat. Remember, surprise is decisive, and you must be decisive. Travel light, conserve ammunition, and above all, keep moving, because you won't know if you're in a bad position until you've stopped in one. Damn, one more thing. When under fire, reposition, then reacquire.
What not to do?
What happened to that light? Who broke that lock? Another light off.
He's becoming suspicious. Oh no, his friend is over there.
Man down. I think he's unconscious. Hey, are you okay? What happened?
We have an intruder. Sound the alarm.
Got it. Not doing any of those. Under no circumstance. Never. I will play on normal. It's the Tom Clancy satellite with the camera orbital laser. I've seen this in my Call of Duty. This guy, blow him up. He's wearing a cap backwards.
Looks like a Chinese Jiangwei-class cruiser with a North Korean destroyer escort.
Ah, I know those letters.
Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship. The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact.
Do again.
While
Do
at the
transition
UN,
again.
Chinese ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm,
Cousin is
calling
short,
the blockades
Michael.
a legitimate response to what the rest of Asia views as a possible remilitarization of Japan.
This blockade is an act of war. The NSC is working on a formal response, and they've ordered the USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced spy ship in history. My best man will be on board. What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
That's a 056 prototype, Chinese.
Exactly.
How are your sea legs?
I haven't lost them.
Good. Because the 056 prototype isn't the only new fish in the
These
pond.
bags are Gucci.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy. The ISDF and Japan appeal to our allies for the military support promised us under the post-war constitution of 1946.
The fact remains that in the eyes of many,
Yeah, you better
Asia,
interrupt
the
that.
ISDF
You better.
itself is a violation of the post-war constitution,
Oh,
prohibiting Japan from
don't do
maintaining
that.
a military force
Not that
capable of
footage.
striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
Deformation of tire.
Been a long time, boy. When's the last time I saw you?
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home and no one will even know you're here.
The Punta Blanco lighthouse outside of Talara, Peru. Bruce Morgenholt has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group known as the Vox Populi, apparently. His knowledge of dangerous computer algorithms must not fall into the hands of the people's voice or their leader, Hugo Lacerda. The alternative fire button fires the SC20K attachment. AMD 64 Athlon FX enabled on your PC computer system.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt, has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt, so you'll have to find him yourself. Insertion will be at night by Zodiac onto the beach beneath the fort. Thermal imaging shows that there are some old natural and semi-natural caves under the fort, so you may be able to use those for infiltration.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their project in Peru, and we accepted the VIP detail on Morgenholt. The guys who came after him knew what they were doing. This was not a tourist grab. I lost 3 good men in the snatch, and I'm currently preparing a rescue plan for approval from Morgenholt's family and Wright Pritchard. This is going to cost Displace a lot of money.
Okay. Thank you for telling me all of this. I will load out. Stealth, assault, Redding's recommendations. Instead of sticky shocker, air-4 round and flash grenade, I have air-4 round and flash grenade. But more of other things. This doesn't cost me anything. So these are just... Okay, so this is allegedly a mix of the two. Sure. Oh, I'm in. I am in. All right. Yeah. That's the other thing. Does this work? No, this is the electromagnetic thing. And this works well again. Okay, this is a scope. And I do this. I can disable lights with thing. Ooh, the sky goes brighter. This is very much temporary. Uh-huh. How about here? Uh-huh. Into crawl space. First time around I thought this was my gun clipping into the wall or something.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think guerrilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Hey, Esteban, look here. What? What is it? There's some kind of cage back here. Oh! Look, there's some kind of old green.
There's an ambient noise level.
I heard that smugglers used to use these old cages. What the? What is that?
They noticed me. Don't worry. I've got them. A lot of electricity is happening over there. Oh. Okay. What do you do? Just firing on some shit? I got you. Don't worry.
Where are you going? Careful! Maybe it's not safe. Don't be a fool. Old caves like these are dangerous. I'm not going any further. Fine,
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV.
The EEV scans stuff. My goals are to recover and destroy information about the NAS kernels, discover where the guerrillas got their arms and equipment, and rescue Morgenholt. My notes are: some guerrillas might be using unusually modern guns. No data. I am okay. So I came in through here, so they are here on the bridge, so I can expect these guys to be there. And my objective is a floating cube. Interact, scan, crate.
The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
4 other crates. It's not particularly useful.
Who's there?
Uh-huh.
Damn it! Come out here and fight like a man! Ah!
He's just shooting me. He's just firing pot shots. They should be invisible here. Okay.
I thought I saw something down there. Guess it was just a rat or something.
Come out from there and show yourself! Are you
Dude. All right. No, going great. It's going great. What? Did you just go duh? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, no! No! Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios! He hasn't been able to speak for an hour!
He could be faking it.
Oh, they are torturing him in.
Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it! His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more.
It's already at the maximum.
What?
Should I bring down another battery?
What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. He's
His ears! Look! Smoke!
I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead.
Only one way to be sure.
I'm going for a walk.
He was tortured to death. I'm stuck in menus.
It wasn't open.
Doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
Okay, that's how you carefully leave it. He's pretty dead. Look at those real-time shadows and everything. Can turn on a radio. I want to. What's happening to... No, I keep trying to do that instead. Rescue Morgan Holt. Eliminate Hugo Lacerda. How the fuck am I supposed to know who that is?
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenhold might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay,
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
so I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
Give me Marie.
That's such a weird minigame.
I saw something down there.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
How did you... What? Fuck you. My stealth is impeccable. There. Okay. That feels like it's accessible in some way. This isn't anything important. Direct cut material. Oh. Video game. Whoa. That's cool. What can I do from here? Not that. Okay. What about you? Uh-huh. That is the person. Alright. No one's hot.
We've got all the news right here. Don't go away.
Contact was lost hours ago with the ISS, following what is now being reported as a possible strike by a micrometeor. NASA officials are currently verifying that
Micrometeor
orbital debris from
disaster.
previous space missions was not responsible for the accident. No contact has yet been made with either the astronaut.
What's that? I heard something.
You're always hearing something.
This time I'm pretty sure.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Was there one of those?
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam.
What?
Your eyes peeled for the last one.
I can do that from a distance? What about that one then?
Looks like I'm being recorded.
I was killed. Let's try that again from the top.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgan.
This time with confidence.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Is everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right.
Combat
See
roll.
if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted. I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
Where are you going? Careful! Maybe it's not safe. Don't be a fool. All caves like these are dangerous. I'm not going any further.
Next.
Well,
Don't you think he's had enough? He's had enough when he can't talk. Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour. He could be faking it. Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I bring down another battery? Jesus!
Fuck. Quickly just chug an antibiotic for me. Thank you. It was a good idea, but I was sloppy. I did the first guy well.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
What was that?
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
Something moved down there.
Kind of fucking it up. I feel with like another dry run I'd be real good at it.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Just don't whistle this time, you know?
Did they both get away okay?
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
Lacerda went, and he took 4 others.
To be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
No one will get by me, sir.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it.
Okay.
Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenhold might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry.
Oh, a
we give you
memory
the best
allocation
tools.
error? Contact with the International Space Station has been lost. Technicians fear the station may have been struck by a micrometeor. We heard that on the news. The Peruvian government has communicated their suspicions that American Bruce Morgenhold was kidnapped by an organization known as the People's Voice. The group itself has not realized any public statement. BP. Hey Jimbo, so I took Pietro up on his offer and came camping with his buddies. Turns out there's a bunch of half-organized revolutionaries, kind of harmless though. Anyway, I was looking around in some caves here and spotted some bioluminescent fungus. Or maybe it was fungus that was host to Photobacterium, Phosphorium, not sure. Try and get your samples. Has been elevated to third echelon's target of opportunity list. Take advantage of any possible opportunities to remove him from the list. Doesn't tell me much about him, does it? This is where you're. The guerrillas have not set up an alarm system.
Contact was lost hours ago with the ISS, following what is now being reported as a possible strike by a micrometeor.
You look troubled.
NASA officials are currently verifying that
Thunderstorms
orbital
make me
debris from
nervous.
previous space missions
Why?
was not responsible for the accident.
I was a boy in Granada when the Americans
Yet been
invaded in '83. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men and all of our families.
And?
The Americans got us.
Good work, Fisher. If we can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates, it can make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
Second thought. The danger's not so bad.
This old crap. Who would put a gate here anyway? It's stupid. Pointless.
I'm just walking through. What the fuck is that? Oh, you mean I didn't hit it square in the fucking thing? Alright. Guess there was no need. Maybe somewhere where you won't be.
Come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. 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 Come in. Cargo received, Maria Narcisa. It all checks out.
Roger that. Our crew support and we have clear job beacon.
Affirmative, Maria.
Roger that. Maria Narcisa out.
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in.
Maria Narcisa here.
Maria Narcisa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcisa is a boat.
So was the last girl you said.
Fisher.
So,
The Maria Narcisa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. We can extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse, but make sure the light is out first.
Will do.
Will do. Don't need to use that. Can't climb that. I haven't done the splits once. Nor have I hung from a railing. Now I'm just playing Silent Hill 1 again. Could I have possibly just gone and... Okay. It's connected to this crap. What do I got? No, not here. Launcher attachment. If I fire a high voltage, low amperage thing at this, let's check it. Maybe don't go apes. Right, what happens if I... I think that did shit. Resilient ass fucking technology. I for sure thought I was on like the right idea with this, but
Sam, from everything we're seeing here, it looks like Lacerda's already flown the coup. Scratch the objective. You don't need to worry about taking him out.
Back. What did that say? Why not? He's already fled the coop. Now we get to call extraction. And that's a mission. Rescue Morgan Holt cancelled. Discover, destroy information about the mass kennels completed. Discover where they got their guns and equipment also completed. Exfiltrate the primary extraction point completed. Didn't eliminate Hugo Lacerda. And I did scan the barcode of the delivered crates. Is this good? I feel like maybe if I was quicker, I could have maybe turned off the lights before they electrocuted Morgan Holt. Maybe that's how you save him, if you're just like really quick. Maybe it's like a timed objective. And I have no clue how to find Hugo. All of the people I punched in the back of the neck looked pretty much the same. 3 times identified as an intruder. They found one of my bodies. Success rating 86%. I could do better. I could absolutely fucking do better.
Fisher.
One more.
American engine. I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment. And keep us posted.
There's some kind of cave back here. Look! Look, there's some kind of old
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
This cable.
Did something just go past down there?
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who
Okay, I
left the
think I
room
got
before
it.
you entered.
It's
So
a
I'll need to
pattern
recover
every
any
time.
data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good. Next.
Okay.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Did they both get away okay?
See, they've been
There
gone
was
for a
something
while.
there just
How
a
many
moment
men
ago.
went with them?
Lacerda went, and he took 4 others.
You'll be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
No one will get by me, sir.
Did they both get away okay?
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
Lacerda went, he took 4 others.
Be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
No one will get by me, sir.
I think that confirms it, Fisher.
Yeah, seems like Lacerda's long gone.
We'll see if we can track him through Echelon. Don't worry about him for now.
Oh,
Keep you
okay, so
posted.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenholt might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men.
Good work, Fisher. We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates and make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
Second thought. The danger's not so bad.
Who would do that? Stupid.
okay. It's not what I wanted.
What was that?
Fuck.
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in.
Hey, what the?
Damn, you just took out their radio operator.
He asked for it.
Well, it's gonna be a lot harder to find out where they're smuggling their arms in from. You better check their radio logs. They probably keep a hard copy archived on file somewhere.
Okay, I'll look around here.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The
Well, this
Maria
also
Narcissa
works.
is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and
I
operated by
completely ignored that
Celestina
comment
Inc.,
about the last girl
Portuguese shipping
setting up
company,
with.
registered in the
boat.
Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. Extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out first.
How did you see me? I'm dead. I fucked it up at the end. I fucked it up at the end.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgan.
It was going so well.
I'm hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
There's some kind of old bridge there. You know.
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah, they got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
The SSCC code is Lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
And I can't do it again for a little while.
What's over there?
Maybe it's not safe. Old bridge like this is safe. I'm not going any further.
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
No!
I don't think I can save that guy. Either that or it's like a really precise timing to get in here and also...
Faking it? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more.
It's already at the maximum.
What?
Should I bring down another battery?
What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His
ears! Look! Smoke!
I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead.
Only one way to be sure.
I'm going for a walk. Shouldn't this be closed?
Let's go in somewhere else.
Stinks.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim, we'll call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Down.
Okay.
I detected a
So it's
wireless
like a combination
link coming from the technician
remember.
who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good. Next.
So scanning manually is a little bit faster.
Contact was lost hours ago with the ISS, following what is now being reported as a possible strike by a micrometeor. NASA officials are currently verifying that orbital
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
Did they both get away okay?
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
The third that went. It took 4 hours.
Be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
Oh, one big deadline needs, sir.
He was in a different place.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenholt might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in 1850. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men.
Good work, Fisher. We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates. It'll make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
Okay.
Second thought. The danger's not so bad.
Alright, don't fuck it up. The problem is that they'll notice you even if you're in like full darkness. You have to keep a little bit of distance or make them turn. I just missed apparently.
Evening star to Maria Narcisa. Come in.
What the? What's making that sound?
Damn, you just took out their radio operator.
He asked for it.
Well, it's gonna be a lot harder to find out where they're smuggling their arms in from. You better check their radio logs. They probably keep a hard copy archived on file somewhere.
Okay, I'll look around here.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship, owned and operated by Celestina Inc. Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are linked to extraction whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out first.
Will do.
Sam, from everything we're seeing here, it looks like Lacerda's already flown the coop. Scratch the objective. You don't need to worry about taking him out.
What the fuck, dude? What? 97. How the fuck am I supposed to deal with that last cunt? Like, I would understand it if it was like the light giving my shadow off in his direction or something like that, but it kind of isn't. And like, it's spinning counterclockwise, so unless I can go under it or something, or just like shoot it, I could probably just wait for him to be in like a better position. I guess. It sucks. It sucks so much. And yeah, this is just cancelled anyway. I don't know. I really don't. But I guess these are the bad things you can do, right? There's probably some part-time. Enemies knocked out doesn't seem to affect this. Injured or killed are two different categories. Civilians knocked out, injured or killed. No bodies found, no alarms triggered. So it's not so much a kind of a don't even leave a shell casing kind of stealth. It's more just don't kill anyone, don't get found out, and don't leave any bodies lying around. So it's kind of stealth, but it's not like MGS5 no traces kind of stuff. You can kind of leave traces. Except, fuck. Anyway. Pacific Ocean's 90 kilometers southwest of Panama Canal. Hugo Lacerda managed to get away from the lighthouse aboard the Maria Narcissa before you can get to him. Board the ship, locate him, and make sure that he is never able to communicate what he may have learned from Morgenholt. If you fail a secondary objective, you must complete it in a later mission. Okay. Interesting. So, like, secondary objectives transfer over? That's kind of clever. So maybe there is a way to actually kill him in Mission 1, even though I feel like I'm being pretty speedy about it. It's still like 9 minutes of pure stealth. So maybe...
The body of kidnapped American computer engineer Bruce Morgenholt was discovered in a village in Peru this morning. Implicated in the kidnapping and failed ransom attempt is Hugo Lacerda, alleged leader of the People's Voice, a newly formed guerrilla organization.
Okay, yeah, the ponytail.
USS Clarence E. Walsh en route to the Yellow Sea for her first assignment amid rising tensions in the region. dubbed the flagship of a 21st century fleet by Defense Secretary Mason, who reaffirmed America's commitment to our Japanese allies.
It is our hope that the presence of the Walsh, now the world's premier electronic and information warfare platform, will help diffuse the tensions in the region.
Information you recovered in Peru makes it look like Hugo Lacerda was contracted by a third party to kidnap and interrogate Morgenholt. His payment was in weapons. He appears to be using those arms to equip his own men and pay off debts to other guerrilla groups. Maybe Lacerda is a nickel anti-loser, but maybe he's learned some things from Morgenholt that we don't want anyone to know. The Maria Narcissa is out to sea, so there's no escape. Board her, search her, find out who Lacerda's been dealing with, and then make sure he doesn't have an opportunity to spread what he knows. Fifth freedom.
What Morgenholt knew about the mass kernels, recursive computation, and weaponized algorithms is akin to what Oppenheimer knew about atoms or what Turing knew about digital computers. Project Watson, the United Nations investigation into the mass kernels, will be remembered for centuries alongside the Manhattan Project as fundamental research that changed the nature of warfare forever. Imagine if Che Guevara had kidnapped and interrogated Oppenheimer in 1959, and you have a pretty accurate parallel of the situation we're in right now.
We're going to send the helicopter out about
There was
40
so much
clicks
wrong
ahead
with
of the
that
Maria
little
Narcissa
paragraph.
and leave you in the water on course. You'll board covertly onto the bow. Search the ship and the holds. Find out what you can about the arms shipments and who Lacerda is dealing with. Satellite imaging shows the Maria Narcissa racks a small launch on the stern. That will be your primary extraction. If things go badly, we might be able to arrange to pluck you out of the sea.
We'll keep the Walsh inside a helicopter range of the target vessel at all times. If something goes wrong, we should be able to assist in extraction. If you play it safe, we'll recover you when the ship's launched from open water once you're out of visual range of the ship.
Incredible. Has anything changed?
Fisher, we just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report for the Maria Narcissa. They have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. But you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
Alright, I don't want to do this mission right now. I'm just gonna do... Right? I think I'm gonna go for like maybe one mission or like several attempts of one mission per. And from what I remember before, you can very much do not just a load game, but do individual missions. And it saves your best attempts. In my case, the 97% to do the lighthouse. I think there's an interesting kind of game in here. I don't know if I'm too enamored with it, because it's definitely... you can kind of feel that it's like in the vein of maybe MGS1, but it's obviously not, because it's a Tom Clancy schlock thing, and I don't remember when the first Splinter Cell was. This isn't exactly on par with its like contemporaries in my mind. Because, like, MGS3 was 2004? And so... this is 2005. Which means that we're just kind of... in the... weird case of this being out later, but being somehow slightly worse. Like, yeah, the level design is very kind of intricate and everything, but... It isn't exactly MGS3, is it? Which is to say, I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not cooler. But maybe it's just because the first mission probably doesn't have a lot of the cool things you can do. Like, I don't... Where could you possibly do a splits jump, or whatever it's called, in that? It's not the cave. Maybe that tunnel with the dangling lamp just before you enter, but why would you do a splits jump? No one patrols down there. I don't know if you can do it in the wine cellar. I don't think you can do it in the place where they're torturing Morgenholt. This game suffers from how it's too realistic for players to care. The NSA really does have a secretive direct action unit called Scorpion, I think. But does this matter to games? Probably not. I don't know if realism is the issue. Like, yeah, Tom Clancy has the knack to sometimes say the truth when he doesn't intend to. Like, I don't know. Who made this? Who's directing this little adventure? Some Clint Hawking. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell, then came back for Chaos Theory. So he didn't do, what is it, Pandora or something. Did Far Cry 2? No wonder people like Far Cry 2. And then he does this Watch Dogs Legion and Assassin's Creed codename Hex. He's doing an Assassin's Creed? Okay, sure. Sure. So it was super focused on the cutting edge of tech and events, but is it entertaining? In a way, sure, for military enthusiasts. Other than that, maybe. Again, I don't think it's the realism or the fidelity of the thing. Yeah, maybe I could have enjoyed being able to climb on more things and do some wacky acrobatics. Like, the splits jump is already kind of, like, out there to begin with. I like the weird, like, new Thief sort of gameplay design where it's like you have your little light gem in the bottom that's telling you, okay, I'm invisible here. No, here I am. You know, and it's obviously dynamic because the dangling lights were making it go up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's kind of clever. There's no, like, light simulation whatsoever in any of the Metal Gears from what I know. Maybe 5. But, like, obviously the trank gun in MGS makes a lot of the stuff in that game a little bit easier. Here, it's either you tank the mission rating by shooting any gun whatsoever, or you just go up close and personal and knock them out for a little bit. I haven't played it. I'm trying to play this so that I figure out if I want to go through the other ones or not. I'm kind of breaking tradition here and not starting with the first game in the series. Just to, like, satisfy a curiosity. I probably should have. Maybe I would appreciate this more if, like, I saw some technical innovation that apparently occurred over 3 years. Because I'm pretty sure the original's, like, 2002-ish. Let me check. Yeah, it's 2002. The game was inspired by both the Metal Gear series and the games created by Looking Glass Studios. So, yeah, it's Metal Gear with Thief on it. But I also feel like those games had some other je ne sais quoi that was quite interesting too. This just has Michael Ironside, which is good. Yeah. And the weird gun that turns off lights. Chaos Theory is considered to be the best by fans, but I think it's mostly because of the multiplayer versus. Chaos Theory keeps the best of the single-player game mechanics. I mean, I guess being able to do weird, wacky, like tag team stealth infiltration is a little bit innovative. Like, yeah, there was Metal Gear Online, but that was a PvP sort of thing until Peace Walker was on the PSP. Then you had actual cooperative stuff. So in that sense, yeah, this is a little bit more innovative in that aspect. What were these released on? Because they're like Unreal Engine 2, Xbox, Windows, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Mobile, N-Gage, OS X, and PS3. Okay, some of these are definitely not the same game, because this definitely didn't release on no N-Gage or Game Boy in the same way. Okay, it's on PS3 via backwards compatibility, supposedly. It's fine. It's just that even from like the tutorial kind of videos that they give you, it's just going to be a lot more of this. And I imagine it's going to get harder because they establish stuff like cameras and alarm systems, and there's probably going to be more objectives and harder levels in terms of like verticality or like intertwinedness, if that's even a word. That lighthouse is probably just meant to get you familiar with pressing buttons and doing stuff in there. It uses Unreal Engine 2 that was modified to allow light and dark based gameplay. And then there's Pandora Tomorrow. The game AI adapts to adjust to the player's skill level. Unlike other games in the series, which generally lean towards information-based threats. Oh no, that's a point about the narrative, not about the... I was just about to say, what is an information-based threat in a video game? I guess not knowing what's behind the corner. Like my, what was it, first run took like 17 minutes, and then eventually it got down to 9. Which I guess is fine. If anything, the Splinter Cell games are like a map of how far technology has come. There's no cameras in Splinter Cell 1 with infrared emitters. Yeah. I mean, I guess. I didn't really have anything to add to that. But it's obviously not doing the whole based on currently existing technology thing. Metal Gear obviously had their wacky shit like codecs and nanomachines and bullshit like that, which obviously is kind of science fiction-y in a bit of a way. You know, irritating the small bones of your ear so that you can have long conversations with the lady that saves your video game. This has military jargon and a gun that turns off lights. I guess the whole, like, switching filters on your night vision goggles to have, like, a thermal cam and, like, the, what is it called? The electromagnetic thing is kind of also neat. Obviously, in practicality, they're just shaders for the video game. But the fact that they have a sort of functional use is also pretty interesting. Like, just that last sequence that I did where I heard the guy inside. I decided to see if I can see through the wall with the heat vision. And then you see the guy talking on the radio. And then having the brainwave to just like whistle so that he shows up to open the door and then just bang right into his face. And I can imagine how if I do that too hastily, finding the radio logs wouldn't be as easy in some bigger level. Because it'd be like, oh yeah, we keep the radio logs on the other side of the map. Go find those now, because you fucked up the radio guy. I haven't noticed any of the guards waking up whatsoever. Like, not one of them. And no one seems to be finding my corpses yet. Like, it's got neat things, but I'm not, like, super blown away yet. Maybe one day I'll be super blown away. Give it, like, 3 or 4 more missions. And then I'll probably be really good. I don't think that the kind of comms squad and the analysts are really helpful. It is interesting that they have done this in a way where allegedly all of the secondary objectives you don't complete can somehow be completable in a different mission. I don't know how they keep track of that, but they do. Or maybe they just kind of fake that and make it be stuff that you actually can usually not complete. And so it's just kind of another narrative thing. I don't know. Also, don't tell me if that's true, because it's better if I just speculate and then I'm pleasantly surprised when I'm wrong. I'm just thinking out loud. It is interesting that they made like this really elaborate context menu where you like select from a drop down to do different things, but it mostly involves you either doing like one specific thing with an object or reaching a door and having 17 options to do stuff with it. Like, doors are so feature rich for no good reason. It's probably like a computer here or there. I still haven't done any hacking, so maybe that's gonna add another layer or two. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I imagine like little things like that got worked on. Like small conveniences that probably make up for a lot of grief earlier. Is there really a movie for this game? Did they really do that? I'm just happy that they got Amon Tobin to do tracks for this. Apparently Jasper Kidd was also for some of the cinematics. Yeah, but that was also kind of an MGS2, which had already been out for a couple of years at this point, like breakable glass and individually melting ice cubes that never reappear in every other level, that kind of stuff. Like, it's obvious that there's a lot of homage to that kind of stealth game, which makes sense. But they're kind of not super ambitious about it. And this is technically a big, proper Ubisoft game. Both Montreal and Milan. I don't know. Maybe after I'm done playing this, I will watch someone do the equivalent of a European Extreme no trank kind of run, you know, where all 100% runs in like no time whatsoever, does like a kickflip to go through the level undetected. They added some strangely nice details in the first game, like shooting a fish tank. Yeah, I read that. And there's some cloth mechanics like grenades that will bounce and roll down a plastic curtain. Yeah, you can feel that someone spent like an entire month's worth of wages on just, hey, I'm gonna do this one thing that makes me feel good. I'm just like looking forward to having more mechanics to dick with. I hope that there's more. I should probably also get the manual for this game. It's like a PDF or something. Because God forbid, like having to only rely on, whatchamacallit, the instructional videos that are inside the video game menu. That is probably terrible. Let me see if I can do that now. Chaos Theory Manual. This is an Xbox manual. What do we have? Story. Characters. I have information about how much everyone weighs in this game and how tall they are. Pastiche. Pastiche. Okay, what do we have here? Left trigger is KO, we knew that. Right trigger is primary lethal attack. Left stick is movement and stance. Click is zoom in, zoom out. And switch-handedness. Oh, that's like which shoulder you're shooting from, I guess. Offset and pause menu. Night vision. Sticky camera. Thermal vision. EEV. Sure. Jump. Equip item. Crouch. Interact. Or reload. That also works. Whistle is right trigger for me. Quick inventory is left trigger. Click to enter exit EV binoculars. No, so I did intuit most of these controls on my own. They transfer in between console and PC pretty fairly well. Okay. Basic moves. Crouching, mantling, climbing. Climb a pipe, ladder, vertical cable, or fence, or simply walk into it. Press the B button to jump off. There's not a lot of jumping off I did. Maybe I'm just not terribly creative about it. In Splinter Cell Chaos Theory, you can choose between lethal attacks and non-lethal attacks. when you're close to an enemy. Which is weird because you don't really get penalized in any real super meaningful way. It's just you get a lower mission score and that's about it. Back to wall. Click the left thumbstick when standing or crouched to put Sam's back to the wall. Sam is less visible with his back to a wall. That might be cool if I remember it for tomorrow or whenever I get to it. So there is a kind of contextual, like, stealthy wall thing. Shimmying, jump by pressing the Y button to grab and hang from ledges above Sam's head. Sam can move right and left. Pull himself up if there's room. Hand over hand by pressing the Y button to grab a horizontal pipe, which I don't think I've seen a horizontal pipe yet. Inverted neck snap. Don't want to be snapping no necks, I think. Oh no, it does offer a non-lethal takedown. No, thank you. Glad you're having a good time. Jump by pressing the Y button to grab a sloped wire. Sloped wire. There's like a couple, but I don't think they're zip-lineable. Advanced moves. Rolling. Press the B button while running to do a roll. Split jump. Drop attack. Repelling. These were listed as cool moves. You can also do repel shooting, apparently. Split jump shooting. Hanging shooting. Interrogating. Some NPCs can be interrogated for useful information. While holding an NPC, select the interrogate. Let me hold someone. Grab an enemy by sneaking up close to him undetected and select the grab character interaction. You can press the X button to equip your sidearm and fire at other enemies. Maybe I should try that, see if I can't get some NPCs to tell me some stuff. I haven't been using any of the rifle attachments because they have sticky cameras and shockers. If you shoot a sticky shocker into a pool of water, the water and everything in contact will be affected by the electricity. Sticky camera is mostly used for surveillance operation. Once the camera is launched, the perspective will automatically switch to that of the camera. Once the camera reaches its designated target, it can control its point of view, allowing Sam to get a better view of the surroundings. The camera has zoom capabilities and thermal and night vision lenses. It can be triggered to make noises that will attract the attention of NPCs. Okay, that's useful information. You wouldn't think a sticky camera would make noises. This camera can release a poisonous gas that will affect any NPC nearby, rendering them unconscious. Once the gas is used, the camera is destroyed. Okay. And you can scan things in the EV, which is the kind of goggles mode. And there's different icons saying if it can be affected by the alternate fire for the pistol, hacking available, explosive danger, laser designation, whatever that is, and remotely accessible. While in EV you can move around but at a very slow speed. At the second zoom level, the EV can record conversations. That's probably useful. Oh, there's contextual co-op moves. You could do a Tomoe on people by jujutsu flipping the fuck out of them. Sick. Yeah, co-op must have been fucking cool, because you can do your extra shit. Climb over higher walls, stand on teammates' shoulders, have someone rappel you down. There's cooperative-only gadgets. Ugh. Dual retinal scanner. Yeah, I guess they put some effort into having like a completely unique multiplayer mode that probably doesn't work anymore for anything ever. Alright. I think I've mostly gone through this manual in a way that makes sense. Pupil adaptation. This ability is a vision of a natural phenomenon. No, I'm pretty sure this is for multiplayer still, no? To something called ShadowNet. Alright, I think I've had enough. I'm very tired from having a work take up my week. So I will go have a nice sleep until tomorrow, and then maybe we'll get back to this in the evening when I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a good time. Thank you for your interest. I'll see you again very soon. Take care. I'll play you some more Amon Turbine music. Haha.